The bee? Huh? Hi everyone, I'm going to react to the Slime Diaries episode 9, The Arrival of Winter. Last episode was autumn. They were gathering the crops and everything. I saw another side of Irina that I did not know she had, which was awesome and shocking as well. But yeah, so that's basically what happened in that episode. And before we get into this one, if you have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingme. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. You know, I just watched an episode of the case study of Vanitas and Bungo Stray Dogs, and I said in the Vanitas reaction that I always put Slime Diaries at the end because it makes me feel joy. And those two episodes that I just watched of those shows, the first one, Vanitas, left me feeling feeling like crying. And then the second one is like, there's a character in there that supposedly died, and I'm like in denial about it right now. So the Slum Diaries is such a welcome show. Such a welcome show right now. So here we go. Oh my gosh, that's funny. So winter's coming, and you have Yoshuna make like winter clothes for both Rimuru and for her brother as well, which was really cute. Like you see her, like she was clearly tired and sleepy, but she kept going through it. And I was asking myself, okay, who is it gonna be for? And then she gave like a scarf to Rimuru, and then some kind of clothes for Benimaru's two horns and stuff. That was cute. Shion teaching Milim how to properly hold Rimuru. I'm like, what the heck? And then that was so like that weird scene between, like, you saw this bee say, my name is Akito, Abi or something, or what other, and then I think it's called the beetle, the other thing insect that was there. And I'm like, why these two? But then it's like Tempest is a city of monsters, right? So I'm assuming it's not just the monsters that we know, that we interact with right now, but any kind of monsters looking stuff. Yeah, it looks like a beetle. Because I tapped in beetle and was trying to look at what they look like. It looked like it. And then the bee was basically collecting honey, and it's like, we're gonna give it to Great Rimuru. And then you did see Miriam just like, oh my god, she looked like, I'm not gonna say a psychopath, but like a villain. Like, she was so villainous to the Gayon or whatever, and Abito, I don't know. Like, just, I don't know, this girl, man. They also showed her showing up at Hokube. Let me not mess up their names. I think it's because I don't see him that often. Like Kurobe's place, and she was there to see him work. Shion. Rimuru was there as well, and Kurobe was so like, okay, you have to be extra careful when you're making. He was making a sword for Gupta, and I'm like, hey, is this sword the one that he's actually gonna get? Because at first he presented him with is it a hole or whatever, to cultivate stuff. And then the second was something so creepy or whatever. And this one actually turned out to be a sword, but I'm not sure if that's the actual sword that he's been carrying that they were supposed to make him. Is that the one, the actual one, or is he gonna make him another one? I mean, this one looks like a sword, and apparently it's the one that they used to defeat. Now that, because at one point they showed they said the name of this episode, but Shizu's three friends, and their guild master. They showed them running away from the King Night Spider, right? And I was asking myself, was that where when Shizu first displayed her fire powers and got rid of the thing? But now that I'm thinking about it, with you also showing up, I feel like that's where they introduce both characters, like both Yum's people in the actual show, and it was while they were facing the Night Spider, right? And then Gupta and his people also showed up and defeated the Night Spider, I think. And he was using the sword to defeat the spider. So I'm assuming that's the sword that he was promised that Kurobe made in this particular episode, which is cool. They showed Yum walking around after they got to Tempest, seeing how the people were living, they was eating good food and all of that. And then at the end there, he was on the cliff where he actually accepted Rimoro's offer to, spread those rumors and act like they're the ones that defeated the Oak Lord and whatnot. It was on that cliff that he accepted his offer. And it was after he had seen how the town is. So it's kind of cool to actually see him in this particular episode experience the town a little bit. So that was cool. So him and Geld had an interaction where Geld was like, they can't let a visitor or what Rimoro's guest or whatever go hungry or something or other like that. I think that's what he said. When the three friends were making their way to Tempest and they were like, okay, this is where Shizu died, and Shizu's spirit was so like touched or whatever. But then their thought process switch immediately to the meat that they were gonna eat there, and she was just like sort of like pushed over to the side to make way for the meat that they were gonna eat that they were thinking about. And he was like, oh, at least remember me once in a while or something or other like that. I'm like, oh, they'll always remember you. That was cute. What else? With winter coming, it was affecting they call their species dragon newt, alright? And apparently it affects them different ways. In Gabiru's case, he was like sort of sluggish and slow. But then when one of his followers showed up and that guy was so like happy and perpy and whatnot, I'm like, so is he not a dragon newt? But then she's Rimuru was like, no, I think they wrote it on the screen that the winter hibernation or whatever, it affects them differently. So I said it affects dragon news differently. So the fact that they specified dragon news, that's what confirmed to me that his subordinate follower or whatever was also a dragon newt. So yeah, Gabiru was just like, and I love, when they will be like, thanks Raniki. When it was Gabiru's turn to say, he was like so sluggish, sleepy, and the remote was like, are you asleep? And then he said, thanks Raniki, like went back to be sleepy. What else? So we showed up this episode as well, but it was just for a little bit, and he was with Benimaru, and so we're talking about his, horns. What else? What's her name? I'm not forgetting people's name today. Probably because you're sleepy and you're hungry. So your brain is not working. Training. When the humans were eating the humans, I guess it's because that's how you refer to them. When they were the visitors were eating the chips and they were enjoying it, and she's like, "Oh, so these people must not be bad people because they're enjoying, this thing that I made, this new flavor of chips that I made and whatnot." And she's like, "Okay, I guess I'm gonna eat a few myself." She had the bowl in her hand, but then Shuna walked by and just like took it away because they wanted seconds. And then she goes to remove and she's like, basically, he should be careful about aligning himself with the visitors or something or other like that. I'm like, why this traumatic thing that he's saying? Is it because she didn't get to eat the chips and it was given to them that she was like angry a little bit? Like, I didn't get it. I feel they were jumping all over the place in this episode, so I don't know. Don't remember what else happened. What I could have missed. Oh, it's gone already. Because it was winter, Rimuru created this fire prevention brigade or something or other like that with Benimaru as the mascot. And then they were going around town telling everyone to be careful because, the buildings is made out of wood, and because it's winter they're gonna be making a lot of fires to keep themselves warm, so they need to be extra careful so that the houses and don't burn up. Benimaru was upset. He's like, I don't like this because he looked like an arsonist. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Trying to remember everything that I saw. I don't know. I can't remember. Let me see. The comments will remind me of something. I like these comments. I just spent 20 minutes watching anime characters eat food and it ended too soon. Oh no. Apito. Oh, that's an Apito and Zegion. Oh yeah, Rimuru realizing he's naked. This comment. I'm happy to see Apito and Zegion appearing. I guess are they gonna be important characters moving forward? Because it was kind of weird for them to show this bee and this beetle, and then them saying the beetle saying after he got punched and won out by Milim saying that he needed to get stronger. And I'm like, it was weird when they showed up just like that in the episode. But now that this comment is like, I'm happy to see Apito and Segion appearing. It seems like they're gonna be important characters moving forward, maybe. Apito. Let me write her name properly. And Segion. Yeah, remember after Milim pointed out that when Rimuru is in his slime form, that he's actually naked, and then when he realized it and he was walking around, people was like, Rimuru sama or whatever, and then he was like feeling shy, and I'm like, I don't think anybody thought about that, so they're not even thinking about it right now. Did I miss it? This is another comment. Lost my mind when I saw the little goblin girl with a gelled scarf. I don't remember seeing that. I must have missed it. And each time I see her, I'm just like, oh, and I really want to know her name. Okay, so it was because they ate the potato chips. That's why she was angry, because there's this comment that says potato chip grudges can last for generations. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the after credit was funny. Because of the kind of monster that he is, he can't actually come out and make, white breath, whatever, during the winter. So the gorilla sage did his thing, and now he can make it. And then he was showing the others, and Gupta, of course, was like, is there something wrong with you or something or other like that? And then the gorilla sage got angry and just like did the maximum output. Oh, my breath, it was so funny. Ay, ay, ay. Million getting gradually absorbed into the kotatsu was adorable. Is the kotatsu the table that she was under? With the orange on top or whatever? Is that what the kotatsu is? Yeah. It seems the slime diaries have been overlapping with the main storyline. Interesting. Yeah, I like that as well. Like you get to see another side of what you already saw in the main storyline. So it's really cool seeing that in the slime diaries. So yeah, I love this episode as usual. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/filmini if you want to see my reaction to the next episode. It's already uploaded there, so yeah, check it out, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Never surrender.